Lord, good morning. Good morning. I know I have to go back and watch these videos. They start the same, and I start to recognize that a couple days in. I get so excited when I just go hit record and I'm looking in my backdrop and I'm thinking about the things that I'm inspired to speak with. And the date being the 16th, we start December 1st, and I had so many goals and intentions, and it was really challenging for me to just narrow it down to one thing and really stay focused on one thing. And I know that that's a huge issue. And sometimes one of my goals for the week is just to make sure that I find that priority focus time every single day. And if I can nail it 7 days, even if it's at home, I can do a priority focus time on a Saturday or a Sunday. Maybe it would be more of a domestic nature versus a business nature, and maybe not. And so when I get amped up and I start, it's this enthusiasm, it's this excitement, which brings me into today's conversation. How do you come across to others? When I was in my late 20s and I was first coaching world level competitive skaters, and I had little tots, I had adult skaters, and then I had your junior level competitors that were between 14 and 17. And so this was their thing. And I saw that people would sometimes just they could not work with me, and they felt that I yelled too much, and they felt that I was too hot-headed, and they all sorts of different names. And from one angle, I'm sure that it's true. Then there was a mother who I worked with, her two girls, and she would always chuckle and roll her shoulders and roll her head and say, "You are a passionate woman. You are so passionate in your delivery information. That's what makes you a remarkable coach. It's your passion. You feed into these kids, and they feed off of you." Her telling me how she saw me and experienced me. Okay, I'm 55 now. It stuck with me. I chose to believe that more than "You're so angry, you get so mad, you're so frustrated, you're so loud, you're so whatever." Both are true. I do get mad. I do have a short fuse. Now, that fuse has shifted a hail of a lot in the last 10 to 15 years. But there's a funny side story about me. I was thrown out of an ice rink once for a week because I had such a hot head that one day when I was frustrated over falling and falling and falling on a particular jump, I gouged my heel into the ice after falling, and I burst a pipe. That's anger. That's frustration. That's self-deprecation. Not everybody has that in them to beat themselves up that much or to pound that hard. Or, people who punched a wall and broken knuckles. That's a reaction that, if properly channeled, could be incredibly powerful, incredibly accomplishing. And that's what I'm attempting at doing with that energy. Why is this relevant? Because, as I've said, I've been at my mom's, and I have noticed, especially since my dad transitioned, when conversations would ensue that might be in disagreement, I would feel all of a sudden I was being yelled at. Twice in the last 2 weeks, I was in a conversation with one, my older son, and then another with my 17-year-old son. And both times they went, "Mom, why are you yelling?" And I paused. I didn't think I was yelling. I thought I was being passionate. I thought I was just being enthusiastic. Now, I was a little intense with what I was saying, so it wasn't just pure, smiley joy passion, but I didn't feel like I was yelling. And I recognized it doesn't matter what I think. It does. But if the people that I'm most connected to, we're not talking about a stranger on the street that I'm giving him my power, when my loved ones are saying, "Why are you yelling? Why do you yell so quickly? Why do you get to the point where you're so mad?" And then I have a conversation on the way to the airport, and my ex-husband, which I love to lovingly refer to as my husband, was driving us to the airport, taking Brody and I. Something happened. I started to say something, and he said, "Whoa, do you have to yell?" So it was another time when I was hearing, doesn't matter if I'm just getting animated and opinionated. If somebody feels that I'm yelling at them, I've lost them. Remember everything that we've said so far. You're leading. You're leading them. You're either leading them or you're pushing them away. You're either enrolling them or you're disconnecting from them. And as a mother, as a friend, as a partner, our delivery needs to truly reflect what it is that we're feeling, not what we've learned from our ancestors. And when I felt myself twice already since I've been here, all of a sudden just get yelled at, like, wait a minute, can we just keep talking? Why do we have to get to the yelling point? And I'm not blaming. I'm just saying, this is what I've learned. This is how I communicate. It doesn't work. So we had a really great conversation about that just before jumping on here this morning. And it was a beautiful learning opportunity for me to pause and look at my audience. And if I'm in front of a crowd of 500 people and I'm motivating them and I'm Tony Robbins in the moment, that's one thing. If I'm talking to somebody who feels a little bit insecure about a situation that they were just in, did, had, are involved with, they're more likely to feel that they're being attacked. So whether you're working with postpartum mothers, prenatal mothers, whether you're working with meditators who are coming in from drug addiction, whether you're working with a 5-year-old, whether you're always enrolling them with your energy. And if somebody is feeling attacked, come back to where their story is. What are they experiencing from you? And can you style flex? Can you change the style that you're delivering? Not because you're trying to give away your power and appease them, but perhaps a few other people, if they were to see you, would interpret it that same way. Somebody said you should be able to turn a person on mute and get a feel for what energy they're delivering. So if I'm animated and I'm doing something, but you would see in my eyes that versus if I'm, my eyes are focused or I've got a crinkle in my forehead. And what's your energy? What's your vibe? What would somebody else, what would 3 people who are close to you say? Gosh, if you worked on this in 2024, that would be fantastic. And I would really think that our relationships would improve. So find 3 people or 3 opinions or 3 ideas. But right now we've done 3 adjectives. If what would be 3 things that you could really work on for 2024 that would make your delivery land? Mine is number one is listen. That's going to be my word for 2024. Listen. For me, that's a 3, 2, 1 snap. 1 mouth, 2 eyes, 2 ears. So take your own, what would people say? What would your 3 closest people say that you could really focus on? Think about that. Decide if you're going to share that later. You don't have to. We're going to run through a shortened version of the Sattva meditation series today. Go ahead and close your eyes. This is something that you could implement into your own personal practice. I'm going to do Nadi Shodhana, index finger, middle finger, and the third eye, right thumb, right ring finger, alternating on the nose, pinky stays extended. Inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. We're balancing both hemispheres of the brain, especially once we reverse it. We're cycling through the prana, the life force energy that actually improves clarity and thought. Now you're snapping your navel in every time you exhale. So it's keep this going. Now, if you're pregnant or on your cycle, you would go a little bit slower. And if you're doing this in the evening and you're wanting to go to bed, you may do this a little more slowly. If you're super amped up in your mind and you're getting ready to go to bed, you might still do this more rapidly. Inhale left, exhale right. Lower the palm for a moment. Notice the shift in the mind. Opposite side. Right hand still comes up. Inhale right, exhale left. Now notice the navel snapping in every time you exhale. You're increasing that digestion. You're increasing that will, that determination. You're intensifying the Manipur, your power center, so that it's powerful versus power hungry and chasing after something. If you were to have the tenacity to really shift a few things that would improve your communication, improve your listening, improve your productivity, would you do it? That's what we're staying in right now. What would people say you really could benefit doing more of in 2024? I'm going to listen. What's your jam? Inhale right, exhale left. Lower the palm. Breathe, breathe. Prana apana. So we inhale, we make the peace signs with our hands. Inhale, roll the palms up, and this all happens through the nose. Then we switch the mudra. Exhale, bring the thumb and the middle fingers together while the index finger and the pinky are extended. Exhale, roll the hand down. And my hands are up high right now so that you can see them, but normally they would be on my thighs rested. Inhale, switch the mudra, prana. This opens up the lungs. This invites in new energy, new ideas, new opportunities. Apana, thumb to middle fingers. We're releasing toxins. We're detoxifying. We're getting rid of. This is the detox mudra. Prana, apana, prana, apana. And generally, this is done less about time, more about number of breaths. So you could do it 7 times if you didn't have much time. You do it 21 times. You could do it, pick a number. If your birth date's on the 14th, maybe you want to do it on the 14th or do 14. Pick a number and watch the mind inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. You're balancing the prana, the inhale, and the exhale, balancing the energy of the brain, what we're bringing in, what we're bringing out. Prana, prana. I'm going to lower my hands onto my lap, but I'm going to keep moving the hands. And I watch the breath travel in the body. There are 3 more. Prana, watch the breath travel from the tailbone through the spine to the crown of the head. And then switching the mudra, feel the prana from the crown, the Sahasrara chakra, all the way back down. Notice that there's a cooling sensation in the body as you're exhaling. Prana, drawing the energy up. Connect with the idea of building, creating, evolving, shifting. Apana, letting go, detoxing, getting rid of, dissolving. Last one. Prana, rolling the palms up, feeling the mudra in the hands. Especially as we get older, mudras become more important to connect with the neural pathways, keeping the communication open. Apana, release the hands down, relax the palms, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. So hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. As you inhale, so, draw the chin ever so slightly up. Closing the lips, exhaling, hum through the nose. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Your three most endearing people around you that love you, what would they say you could benefit by focusing on a particular word or a shift in how you communicate with them? What would be their recommendation to you? Just stay with observing that, not judging it, not picking on yourself, not saying, well, why they think that. Just what would the simple invitation be about? How do others see you, those that you love? If you shifted one thing, how would their connection to you be more simple? Be more of what you actually want them to feel. It's not even about them. It's you want them to feel a certain level of comfort in your presence. What prevents that from happening? Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. What are you not looking at? What are you not changing that you know would shift your life so much? Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. So, exhale, so. Last time. Exhale. Release the breath out. But change things up. So I'd like to see us move a little bit of energy quickly. Let's do 1 minute of Swapna Veda. What do you need to see differently? So the hands are up in front of your face. Miss clapping. Keep the elbows out high. Keep the face looking straight out and ahead. What are you not seeing? What's right in front of your face? What's right there needing to shift? Swapna Veda. How can you reverse how you're looking at it? Breathe in, breathe out. Move the energy in front of your heart. Move the energy in front of your throat. Keep your belly, your hips, your tailbone, your heels. Keep that very still. Move the hands as quickly as you can. Swapna Veda. Swapna Veda. What needs to shift? What do you need to see differently? Swapna Veda. Eyes wide open. Breathe, breathe. Move your hands faster, 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 faster. Breathe, 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 breathe. Pull the arms open. Pull the arms open. Open, open, open. Elbows up high, chin up high. And now bring the elbows together. Squeeze the elbows. I'm sorry, squeeze the palms, bringing the elbows together. Curl the tailbone. Let's do that 2 more or 6 more times. Inhale, chin wide, elbows wide. Exhale. Inhale. Create vulnerability with the body. You're creating a somatic connection here, a psychosomatic connection, actually. Exhale, squeeze the fingers, palms, curl the tailbone, press the chin right into the larynx. Inhale, chin wide, high. Exhale. Inhale. Like you're squeezing your wings together. Exhale. Pressing the pinkies, the side of the elbows. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's just do one more. Inhale, hold it open, high, 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 high. Exhale, squeeze, really curl it forward. Shh. Audible exhale. Shh. Hands drop down to the shins, and we're going to just do a few rounds of spinal flexions. Chin forward, chin back, chin forward, chin back. Move the energy from the tailbone and the heels through the sacral plex, in between the hip bones, through the back of the heart, up through the navel, through the heart, the ribs, the shoulders, the throat, the eyes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold. Exhale. Curl the spine, press the chin into the larynx. Sit up tall. We're going to just do 2 circles in one direction, 2 circles in the other direction. Sit up tall one more time. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind the hip. Look over the right shoulder as far as you can. And come back to center. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind the hip. Look over the left shoulder as far as you can. And release. Drop the chin down. We're never judging ourselves. Never. Judgment is a labeling of the ego and the insecurity of the mind. What would our most loved, endearing ones say that would be beneficial for us to engage with, to maybe shift for 2024? And if that happened, how would you possibly be more productive with your heart's desire in your life? Are those angels in your life whispering to you right now, this is what you want? We'll go after this first. So bring your palms together, balancing both hemispheres of the brain, bringing the thumbs up, closing the eyes for a moment, breathe in and breathe out. And then flutter the eyes open, looking down at your hands and feet first, coming back into the space. I love this time, and I say that every time at the end, but I really do. I love how I get downloaded and sometimes have no idea what I'm going to say, or I have something totally different planned, but I can feel the energy from you all, and it is very empowering. And what I want you to take away from this is, when you're feeling that you're getting stuck, or when you're feeling that other people are in the outside world attacking or verbally or energetically or taking away, pause. The gift is the pause. That's what Christmas is about to me. The gift is in, can you take what's happening, find out what the lesson is, what's being spoken to you, and think, if I had a loved one around, would they say that I need to do more of this, more listening, more laughter, more focus? What would my loved ones say? Gosh, if you just did this, it would make such a difference. Can you use that as a gift and then take one of these practices that we just did? So powerful. So powerful. You are so magical. Your life is right here. You can get whatever you want. Go after it. Today is day 16. What can you accomplish with the time that we have left? Remember, we're going till the 22nd because I owe you a day. What can you get accomplished? You just got a whole nother day. It's one more day of what? One more day of what? Thanks for being on this journey with me. Peace, love, and a whole lot of listening.